Okay, so now I'll be taking up question D of Codeforces round 760. In the question, we are given an array of n integers and another integer k is given. K is a number of operations that we can perform on the array. Also, k is less than n by 2. Okay, so that we do this will be clear when I'll explain you why k is less than n by 2. Okay, so in one operation we choose two elements of the array, and then we remove the two elements and add ai by aj to our score. Now the after k operations, some elements will be remaining, so we'll add these elements also to the score, and we need to minimize our score, our total score, which we get after all the operations are performed. So this was a purely observation based question. So what we can do is we need to reduce the total point. So we'll it is very obvious that we'll take the largest elements, 2k largest elements to remove. So we will remove 2k, 2 into d, sorry, it is d, it is k. So 2k largest elements will remove. Elements are removed. Now the method of removal is what we need to understand. Okay, so if the numerator is greater than denominator, numerator is greater than denominator, then we'll get something which is greater than equals to 1, whereas if denominator is greater than numerator, then we get 0. Then 0 is added to our score, otherwise something greater than equals to 1 is added. So we need to pair up the smaller numerators with the denominators so that we get the least value added to our sum. So for this, what we can do is we first sort the array in decreasing order. After sorting the array, we can take k of ith element, k minus ith element as numerator, as denominator, and 2k minus 1, 2k minus I as numerator. Okay, so in such a case, the numerator will always be less than equals to denominator, and we choose the largest elements. So when we choose the largest element, the sum will be the least. Okay, where I ranges from 1 to k. Okay, so now I'll code it. We'll take the input, and now we'll sort the array in decreasing order. Now we can store the score in a different variable. So this is 1 to can I plus plus. So now I'll add vi, v of largest elements. Large elements are towards the left, so k minus I upon v of k 2 into k minus I, ith element will be added to our output, to our score. So now we need to consider the leftover elements. So we can traverse through the remaining portion of the array and add it to our output v of I. Okay, now we print the output, which is the score. Okay, so the score should have been 2, but it is giving 4. So there's some problem in the code. We can output out here to see where's the problem. So this should have been, oh sorry, we have to take the larger element in the denominator, right? So this will be like this. Okay, now we'll see if it is giving right answer. Yeah, this is working right now. So yeah, what we can do is this. Yeah. Now I'll test on all the sample cases. It should have been 16, not 15. V of 2i 2k minus I. This should have been less than equals to k. Okay, so we'll try to submit the code. So okay, so the code is accepted.